Censor and Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with...
Escape the Fate. I'm Robert Ortiz.
I'm Craig Mabbitt.
I'm Matty Hoffman.
And I'm Eric Jensen.
Nice, here at Louder Than Life. And you guys got to play after that Code Red shit. I thought we were going to get through this without Code Red, but thank God you weren't cut.
Luckily, we got to play. Robert was ready to go back to bed.
I was still in my pajamas, and they yelled at me and said, "We're going on now. Get your shoes on." Fuck. All right. And we managed to do it. It was honestly like really stressful because you do build your whole month around like a day like today.
Right.
And for it to just, it's so disappointing, man. And then they're like, "No, you're doing it. Oh, let's fucking go."
Nice. And with the Code Red, and then you guys like ended up performing first. There was still a badass crowd out there, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. They definitely trickled in, especially by the end of the set. It was pretty damn full, so that was fun, and everybody seemed like they were having a great time, which is what it's all about.
And that's the cool thing about the Danny Wimmer festivals, because I never, in all the festivals I do, except Danny Wimmer, I never see, like in the beginning of the day, especially Sunday, it's the last day, like you said, people even out of bed. Like they were partying last night, and they still show up for the first frickin' band. So that's badass.
Well, I actually think it helped us in a way because it gave us an extra 30 minutes. So we would have been on at 12:30, we were on at 1. So it gave people a chance to get up and come like, oh, it's still starting. And then their phones are going off. So now they're really awake. Well, because the show's going to happen. They're all freaked out. Like, it's happening. All right, let's go. So maybe...
I think you're right.
Whatever happened worked because there was a lot of people out there. And so hopefully we made some new fans.
I think you did. Have you guys ever played Louder before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so what other Wimmer festivals have you played? I don't even remember.
Pretty much all the other ones except this one, pretty sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know that the other day this was now announced as the biggest rock festival in the whole country now? This one.
Especially with Sleep Token last night, right?
Yeah, well, you had Slayer, Slayer last year, we had a tornado. Literally, I was sitting in my car in the parking lot till like 8 o'clock waiting for them to reopen because I didn't want to miss fucking Slayer, and it got cut. So I'm like, oh, fuck. And they were here this year. So you got Slayer, you got Sleep Token, you got Bring Me. We got you guys, more importantly, though. Everybody
very
came
important.
to see Escape the Fate.
Everybody. Everything after us was an after party. I guess. I don't know.
Exactly.
Nah, but Slayer, dude, I don't know if they know about your vest that you have, but, dude, this thing is from the 80s. This was at the first Slayer show ever. They didn't even have their logo yet. Merciful Fate. I didn't even see that. Sick, dude. So this vest has been around since the 80s, and I love Slayer. And Eric has a Slayer tattoo.
Let me see. I want to see the Slayer tattoo.
I literally don't think, I'm going to be real, these pants aren't going up.
All right, fuck it. Tell us about which one do you have? Like, what is it?
It is just the classic Eagle logo.
Nice. So my best bro, he passed away 2 years ago, but we went to all the gigs together. We went to the first Slayer show ever, first Metallica show ever. In his room, one of our friends painted the Slayer beast on his wall, like without telling his parents.
Jeez, I would have gone along with him.
Right? Exactly. So if you were to look at this, what band that you haven't toured with would you want to tour with that's on this?
It's still Metallica. It's still Metallica.
Right? Oh, fun. Metallica at Download, what was it, 2 years ago? They have this system where no matter where you are in the festival, that it's like you're up front. 15 miles away, there were complaints that the music was too loud.
That's never too loud.
Right?
With Metallica.
I'd be like fucking excited. I'm 15 miles away, like, holy shit, Metallica's playing. I'm getting outside and listening. Pull up a chair.
I met James at the Sonic Temple in May, and I was like crying. It was crazy. I just looked at my hand because I went up to him. I was like, James, can I get a picture? He's like, no. I'm like, oh, man. It's like, but I'll shake your hand. And he shook my hand, and I just looked at it for the next 4 days. It's like, that's the greatest riff writer of all time.
Right?
And he shook my hand. He wrote those riffs with that hand. Holy fuck. And it was amazing. And to be able to be backstage with them is a whole different experience, because you see the bands go on stage, and some people, they got pyro and stuff, so maybe you can't get near, and it's like, all right, I'll just go watch out front. But with them, everything's close. They are like secure. They have so much like production, so much everything that they're the band. They're the biggest band of our genre, of any hard rock music, heavy metal, and it was amazing to be that close to it and play on the same bill as them. It was unbelievable. It was a dream come true.
So I bet it is. It would still be for me, and I used to hang with them back in the day. Like the first show I went to, dude gets off stage, I think I was like 13, comes up to me, starts talking to me, hands me his business card. There was no such thing as thrash yet. Metallica, power metal, Dave Mustaine.
Oh my God.
Right?
You still have that?
I wish, man. I was like a teacher, like, what do I need this business card for, you know? Like, and then he's like, hey, we're having a party after a show at the house. Come by. And like, you go to their house and party all night long. Like, I'd pick my friends up in the bushes in the morning and shit. It was serious. Like,
I'm so jealous.
Right? Even for me, I'm like, I can't believe, like, I was there with like 24 other people watching them. Like, nobody knew who they were. And then the fuckers went up to the Bay Area because we had shit in L.A. And me and my bro would hitchhike up to the Bay Area, and that's where I discovered Exodus and Dark Angel and Possessed and the real fucking metal up there.
Nice. So it was like, was it the story's true of it? Was it more of the sort of hair metal genre and the vibe? And then up there it was like
totally
more thrash.
True. It was all thrash. Like when Slayer went up there. Okay, ready for this? Slayer followed Metallica afterwards. I actually saw like Stryper open for Slayer. Like, that's how ridiculous that shit is.
So for people that don't know, Stryper is a Christian hair metal band.
Yeah.
Opening for Slayer.
Right.
Who had crosses turning upside down and catching fire the other night.
Yeah. So, you know what I did? I went up to a guitarist, his Stryper. I was like at the rail, and his cross was dangling in my face, and I flipped it upside down. And he just looked at me and smiled.
Jeez.
But they couldn't play with anybody. Like, it was all that. And not all those hair metal bands were hair metal. It was the fucking record labels that turned them into that bullshit. But, like, I saw it. My first club show ever was at the Roxy, and it was Motley Crue before they had an album. And they were like horror punk. They were lighting the whole Roxy on fire to try to bring Satan in.
Oh, my gosh.
I was like, I'm never going to a real concert ever again. You know, like, and that started my whole L.A. scene, metal scene. Like, I wish every kid out there could experience that, because it was a trip. But then going to the Bay Area, that was a whole nother level. Now, when Slayer went up there, they used to have like the dark eyeliner, because that was evil. And I think it was the dudes from Exodus that said to him, like, yeah, that shit don't fly up here. And they're like, well, it's because it's, no. You don't wear fucking makeup up here in the Bay Area.
That's crazy.
Right?
For us, obviously, we're friends and peers with a lot of bands that have grown to different levels. Some of them started off playing the same crappy bars as us, and they graduated into huge acts. And for me, Avenged Sevenfold, who headlined yesterday,
yes,
I saw them as a hardcore band at a skate park, an indoor skate park,
nice,
playing between a half pipe. And it still like doesn't register with me just how much ingrained in rock music they are, and how massively they're just known. They're just a household name.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. Like I don't see them that way, but
see,
you know, I love it. I'm happy.
Way.
I saw that happening back then. I'm like, yeah, this band's, they're it.
Everybody saw it with Metallica. Like, I'm friends with dudes from Anthrax. I was friends with Slayer, and all the big four. They knew there was something special about Metallica, and that was the band that was going to take off. Like, they just knew it. It's kind of wild. Funny. Another funny story recently is I was interviewing Carmine Appice, and that interview...
It's amazing.
went viral, but not for good reasons.
No, Lord.
So on the interview, he says, it's before Ozzy passed, so maybe he wouldn't have said this after, but he was like, I don't think Black Sabbath was the first metal band. Metallica was the first metal band. And, like, nobody liked that comment.
Well, he's objectively wrong.
Right?
And he's amazing. I'm a fan and everything, but he's objectively wrong on that.
Oh, no doubt. Like, all you had to see is the respect of every metal band for Sabbath.
Yeah.
Like, and that sound that Iommi did from an unfortunate accident is why we're all sitting here today.
Absolutely. Palm muting and riffs.
Right?
You know?
So, what was the band for all of you that made you realize this is what you wanted to do?
Oh, man. All right, this is Craig. I always have this memory being a kid at a pizza shop playing an Aerosmith arcade video game. And that was like my first introduction to just guitar work and rock and roll, and that kind of opened up the doors because I loved the music in that game. And then I would go home and my dad had this CD collection that there was REM in there, Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Journey, and that just kind of blew the lid open for me when I was really young. But I gotta say Aerosmith because that's my earliest memory of it was because of that video game.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I remember when my son came home and he goes, Dad, you gotta check out this new band. It was when Pink came out. They're called Aerosmith. I'm like, yeah, they were a new band when I was a kid, too. You probably gave your story already, or do you have a different one?
A little bit. Well, it's threefold, but I used to play that game, too, at Chico's Tacos in El Paso. Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. But it's kind of threefold. Like, for my version of what Craig is saying with Aerosmith was Guns N' Roses. Watching Slash step on the piano at the end of November Rain, I was like, I'm a rocker. That's it.
Nice.
And then Metallica was like Lars, the reason I started playing drums. And my dad's friend, when it actually became personal, was like, all right, I'm going to be in a band. My dad's friend had a thrash metal band. They were so sick. And they needed a place to practice. And my dad's like, I got a garage. Come over. And watching him sweat, watching his feet go so fast, I was like, I got to play drums. And so that was like the actual personal connection. And then once I started trying to be in bands and all that, watching Avenged Sevenfold do it, watching it go from a van in a skate park to headlining the small clubs to headlining the festivals to having trucks and being on MTV's TRL.
Right.
That was like, okay, it's possible. I got to go pursue it. So that was a band that made me really want to do it.
I love it.
For me, it was hearing Crazy Train, the riffs and solos, Randy Rhoads, Ozzy. It's like, all right, that's what I want to do with my life. Right when I heard it.
Nice.
Yep.
I saw Randy live, too.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
jealous.
It was right before he died, too.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's the reason I wanted to play guitar.
Oh, I looked at that and I was like, oh, my God, he's the best guitarist ever.
Hell yeah.
Eric here. Yeah, the first time I saw a live video of Children of Bodom is what did it for me. I was like, holy shit, that guy is shredding. He's screaming. Hair's a-flowing. I was like, that's what I fucking want to do with my life. And well, now here we are, yelling into a microphone, backing the band up and playing guitar. Yeah, Alexi Laiho and Children of Bodom is what got me into wanting to do all this.
And here you are, all that louder than life, man. Could you have
Shredded.
ever imagined that? Like that
Never.
you'd be in front of this kind of crowd, this kind of festival?
Heck no. I mean, I imagined it being a
Right?
teenager, but never thought I'd be here.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I didn't even think I'd be alive at this point. You know, like, it was back in the 80s. I'm like, me and my bro would be like, fuck it. The world's going to blow up anyway. Just do it. We're not going to live past 30. So, how does Danny Wimmer treat you guys as an artist? To me, that's an important one.
The only thing I like more than Wimmer festivals is Wimmer, the man himself.
Nice.
Love that guy. He's so smart and he's so respectful to any artist that he wants to work with or to be on his festivals. And there was a moment in time where he even managed the band for a little bit. And I just always appreciated his attitude and his approach. And I love that guy.
Yeah, the two things I love about Wimmer is, one, how he treats artists no matter what you are on the bill, number one. Number two, you know the band Silly Goose, right? Have you heard of them?
I've heard of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never listened to them, though.
So here's what happened. Incarceration, they did the old school punk thing, and they showed up to incarceration in the parking lot with a trailer and started playing. And Wimmer was out there watching and didn't say anything, just let them play and watch. Next day, they were on the real stage, and they've been playing the festivals, including Louder Than Life, ever since.
That's so awesome.
See, that's what's cool about Wimmer, because he takes, like you say, there's so many of the bands that play on these festivals that he, like, discovered and brought to this level. Mm-hmm. And I love that.
Yep.
So, like Craig was saying, he did manage us for a moment. I think he found his passion. These festivals are even, he had like 2 and they were big, and it's a whole different level. This was over 10 years ago now. He told me this one story. He was in A&R, I'm not sure which label, and he talked about when he signed Puddle of Mud. And he said he went to his house. They went in their basement. Now, he's this big-time A&R guy, so I'm sure for them it was like, this is fucking crazy.
Right.
And he said he saw a certain passion, a certain energy, the voice. He described that as he was singing, he had such like conviction in it, and he could see the vessels in his neck like throbbing and protruding, and he's just like, holy shit. So what that tells you is he's a real fan. Like, he gets it. He captures moments like that. Like you just said, seeing Silly Goose in a parking lot, he admires that. I don't know what it is he gets about us, and he's probably frustrated, like, why aren't these guys headlining this thing right now? Because he believes in us, so he keeps including us, and he understands for a fan what things mean, like having certain artists together, because they're probably more fans of these bands on this day than maybe the thrash fans on day one.
Right.
And he understands, like, this band has just reunited with this member, and it's going to mean this to fans. Like, he understands moments, and he gets it. He gets it. Now, the business side of it, how is he able to do all this shit? That's a genius level that I'll never understand.
100%.
But he, from the musical side, he absolutely gets it.
I'll tell you, one of the really smart things he did, like, I cover Hellfest too, which is a fucking amazing festival.
We've played it. Amazing.
He literally went to Hellfest, and that's how this stuff got created.
I can sense it, because I'm like, dude, finally the festivals stateside are starting to seem like some of these insane, awesome festivals overseas. Because I remember the first time we went overseas to do, like, Download, and we'd already done a bunch of festivals stateside at this point, and this was like, what, Robert, like 16 years ago? Something like that, and I'm like, oh my God, festivals can be like this,
right?
You know, and it's like Wimmer's making it like this over here, and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, totally, because it's the same for me. Like, I do festivals all over the U.S., U.K., and Europe, but before I went to U.K. and Europe, all I knew was this. I've been doing Wimmers for like 16 years, and then I went over there and did Download and Bloodstock and Hellfest and Grass Pop, and I'm like, holy fuck. And now we have it here. And that's the beautiful thing about Wimmer.
We have it here.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
What else do you want to tell the listeners about that we haven't covered already? I know you have some new music recently. What else do you have coming on the horizon?
Yeah, that's been the focus for us, and has been working on a new album. So all the tours are in the works right now for next year, and we got some really cool stuff coming up. But this new album, we've taken our time. Every single bit of it has been like scrutinized and like just gone over, and just making sure every song has personality. And I think that's something we've probably lacked, where we might have songs that are catchy or have a certain energy, and they're missing that thing. And what that thing is, us. It's our soul. It's us taking our time and just feeling it out. And like, maybe the word isn't quite right, so mess with the lyrics a little. Maybe the vocal take isn't the right one for the character. Do it this way, and maybe this drum beat could be a little bit cooler and more interesting. And maybe Maddie can fucking shred, and Eric can fucking shred, and it's just like, let's make a sick fucking album. So that's in the works right now.
See, I love what you said, though, because I think a lot of artists nowadays are on this hamster wheel, and you don't have the time to make the album the way you want to make it. Like, you're on the tour, doing the album, you got a deadline. Yeah, all that shit.
You can't have at least one extra day to make sure you like it. It's not in the budget.
Right. So that's what I love about what you were saying. Is like, because you're finally going to make the music you want to make. Mm-hmm. is the way I see it.
I think that's the difference. So, like, these guys will tell you, me as the drummer, like, anytime we got new stuff coming out, I'm like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Like, oh, I like that song. If we get, like, 3 or 4 songs, oh, that means the album's good. But this time around, I'm like, guys, we got some good stuff here.
Nice.
Everything's coming together, and that's why, because our personalities they're just injected into the music, and not everything has to take a long time to be good.
Right.
Sometimes it's you do it that day, start to finish, and it's a great song, and maybe that's the hit.
Right.
But in this instance, like, that passion grows for it, and you get excited to market the band, you get excited to tour, and I just think kids will, like, get excited to, like, play the instrument because they heard something cool that they haven't heard anywhere else.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it doesn't mean it's like the best fill or the best guitar lead or rhythm or what, but it's unique, and that's what matters.
Those are the biggest words for me: excitement and unique and passion. Like,
Right.
everything else doesn't matter. If you have those 3 things, you're a great fucking artist, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And you guys are definitely great artists and great musicians.
Well, thank you.
So happy you're here at Louder and got to play. Yeah. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipe Man.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for the stories, man. That was sick.
Anytime. I love it.
I'm the one that's killing me.
Hey, this is Craig from Escape the Fate, and you're listening to The Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipe Man on W4CY Radio.